It is 3 in the morning, folks, and I'm still investigating. The streets are damp with 1,000 sirens. I'm telling you, man. You don't even want to know. I gotta tell you, man. Tell you a secret. I've been working in my laboratory. And like I created this thing. And I think, I think there's somebody that knows about my project. But I've been trying to like refine it. You know what I'm saying? I'm facing glitches. Like, look at all them glitches, folks. That's a lot of glitches. Like, everywhere I go is a glitch. Like I'm telling you, man. I'm starting to glitch in, glitch out. I got a lot of glitches. It's not funny, man. I need my van to work at 100%. Can't be having no glitches here. But like I said, I was running. I was in my laboratory, man. I live in my laboratory, and I have an apprentice. And we conduct some of the most strangest experiments. But like, it's kind of hard because I don't got the hardware, man. Like, to prevent accidents from happening. So I kind of suffer like the glitches. You know what I'm saying? I have like little symptoms from the alternate realities, portals. Things that have been done in the name of science. And so I'm in my laboratory, man. And like, I'm supposed to, like, when I'm doing an experiment, somebody watched me do an experiment and something happened to that person. I was supposed to be the only person to watch the experiment. Very controlled setting. But somebody saw something and something happened to that person. And so like as I said, there was a thing that happened one time, and they told me, say, dude, we overheard there was like 10 people watching the experiment, and they saw something weird in your laboratory. They were leaking the information from the experiment. You tried to enter their world, the world that you were doing the stuff, the portal. So like I got these equations and stuff, man. And so like I was thinking, I'm gonna do something different, man. I'm gonna go into the world of the cartoons. And I'm gonna see about this cartoon like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny. And oh man, I started trying to insert Earth logic and Earth story narratives, and they already had their narrative. These are cartoons, folks. Somebody made the cartoon, and I started injecting my own narrative, but they had their own narratives already from the company. And so like I started putting things, writing musicals and stuff like that. I started experimenting with some of the most dangerous music, that an alien had contacted me because he saw what I did, folks. So like, it was weird, man, the experiment that I did. The only person that knows about the experiment is probably that one guy, But like, let me tell you about this experiment. The cartoon was like doing all the stuff, but when you opened the portal and you started trying to mess with their reality, something happened, and the cartoon started looking at the person that was making it do stuff that wasn't in the storyline. And this is an experiment, folks. Like, somebody told me about my laboratory, man, and like I was serious, man. I was talking about parallel realities, folks. And so I made this cartoon do something, and then the character started doing something back. It was weird, man. It was like fucking Space Jam, sort of shit, Space Jam. When we got Michael Jordan with the cartoons, that was me. So like, something happened, man, and like I started sensing something was happening, because I'm over here practicing Dr. Doom, a Doomerian alchemy oracle, part 2. You know what I'm saying? And I had like a thing I was doing with Peter Pan, and then Peter Pan started looking at the thing I was doing, and something happened, folks, with Peter Pan and Captain Hook, and like, I opened the portal, and I almost got in trouble, man, because those things wanted to come at me. They wanted to come at me. They were like, where is this guy that's messing with our reality? Where's this guy at? It's like, we're over here in this reality, but there's this other dude, and he's putting stuff into stuff that wasn't even in there before. And then like I started looking at, I went to consult a magic orb. The magic orb, I looked at it. It was crystal. And I saw Mickey Mouse looking back. So I'm here in my laboratory, folks. I've experienced some of the strangest things known to man and mankind. And only a few people know about what I'm talking about, man. Only a few people know about what I'm talking about. That's why I laugh, because not a lot of people understand what I'm saying. So I took something from their reality, and I started playing with that artifact in the world. And something happened, folks. Something really strange. The world is objective. This world, there is no narrative. There is no magic fairy. There's no, let me tell you, man, I know things about other things. And so I went to talk to the cartoon characters. I was like, hey man, why is there fairies in your world and wizards and shit? There ain't nobody over here, man. This is just like some dude. There's Joe. There's Bobby. Bobby over there just hammering some nails. Ain't got no future. No college education. Donald Trump really got that guy. Really stabbed him in the back. and man, how come the cartoons have more stuff than we do? And they could live forever, and we die. And we got people out here in the world that be doing shit, killing people and fuck, man. There's no Bugs Bunny. There's no Captain America. There's none of that shit over here. It's just me and Bobby hammering nails all day long. And so I went over there, and I was doing stuff, and then like the cartoon character started looking at me back, and like I was like, what the fuck? It was like trying to say something from the cartoon world. And we're doing laboratory experiments for a long time until we finally understood there was like an equation. There was a simulation of some sort. And we don't know where this world is, but the only thing that the only advice I got from a scientist, he says there's a distance from point A to point B. And he says the reality you're talking about is point B. You're at point A. Now, whatever's going on in that world, you're getting signals because those signals are coming from that world, and that's point B. And it's like, oh, okay. And so I was like, so you're telling me there's like a fairy godmother and there's like Peter Pan and shit? You telling me there's a Joker, a Batman out there? Is that what's actually going on? It's like, yeah, because you were playing God. You were trying to become a god, and you were trying to mess with their reality. and I was like, huh. So me and my apprentice, we're out here, and we found out some secrets about that reality. So we're trying to get that artifacts. We're trying to get some of them artifacts. They said they were gonna send us some stuff from that world. We're trying to get some stuff from that world. This is opening portals, folks. And you open them portals to the cartoon world, you're gonna get like some weird shit going on. I'm telling you. The alien was looking at me. It was like, hey, dude, you opened that portal to Portal B? See, I went there last time. They were talking about you. I went there with my UFO, and they were talking about you, and we were surveillancing them. We were like, why is Ruben? Why are they talking about Ruben in that point B, like quadrant 1, 2, point B? What the heck's going on here? What did he do? Because the cartoons are talking about Ruben for some reason. So it's real, folks. You don't want to know about it. You don't want to know about it, man. Because I try explaining it to some people, and I get in trouble because, like, you know, I'm messing with science, simulations, equations. You know, last time I tried to go to sleep, and I was in a whole different world. They wouldn't let me sleep, folks. It's like they put me in another world when I was asleep. And I was like, shit, man, I need to sleep. And they were like, no. You opened the portal, so we gotta talk to you when you're asleep. Now, when you're awake, you can be around the people, around the human people. And then, while you sleep, you come over here and talk to us folk. So we're out here, and let me tell you, man, we're trying not to get all them glitches, but look at all them glitches, man. Too many glitches. I don't know what the heck is going on. And so we're trying to figure it out. We're gonna make whoever was watching the thing and saw the glitch and saw the thing, the weird stuff we were doing with the technology, advanced artificial technology. You gotta understand, man, it's dangerous. You rather lead it to a professional like myself, me and my apprentice. So we gotta be very careful. But we are planning on getting an artifact from the cartoon world. That's what I call it, because I want to be simple. I want to be very simple where I'm getting this information. Because they send something back, they send a signal back, and we had gotten some information, but now we're trying to get an artifact, which is something from their reality, folks. Like something physical. You know, like a. They tried to send one last time. They tried to send something back, but it got intercepted or some shit. I don't know what happened. But now we're trying to get the artifact. We're working with the technology, so we're gonna get that done. But there's a lot of glitches going on with the electronics now, because we're opening them portals to different dimensions. Now you don't want to get caught up in it. So if you're like a person, and like, you know, if you're like a person on the computer or any sort of media, and I'm using the portals, then I'm gonna find out a lot of weird stuff about you, because the signals are being sent from electronic devices, and you know, it's like weird, man. But like we're trying to figure it out. What is it that they got upset about, or what is it that they're talking about? Now we got some audio, you know, recordings and the static, but like at the same time, we gotta look at it like this, man. We're gonna see what Daffy Duck is doing, man. What Bugs Bunny's doing. And we understand why Captain Hook keeps trying to come into our world and kidnap people.